I have 3 live audience. Testing products on animals have become a red flag because businesses have used this as a new way in selling their products worldwide. Although there have been various forms of protest against these methods, little has been done to improve or eliminate this form of animal cruelty. Consumers play a significant role when it comes to this type of abuse, mostly unknowingly when purchasing their favorite products. Despite the fact that there are alternative methods to this product using to include vitro testing, scientists continue to use these methods that are abusive and harmful towards animals. Vitro testing is an alternative measure than using experimenting on animals to create products. Facilities rely on funds from the federal government to carry out testing experiments. With this in mind, little protection and regulations is put forth in the process of these experiments. From the article, the author elaborates that the use of animals in experiments at leading federal funding labs has increased nearly 73% in the past 15 years, stated in an article written by Casey Michael. The rise of these type of labs to produce product has skyrocketed tremendously over the past decade alone. It can be concluded that the number of usage of these animals are unknown due to the fact that they are not reported in federal lab reports. Government-funded facilities are difficult to decrease because the government has so much power in regulations and law that obstruct the rights of animals. Most have hard time testifying against the wrongdoing because the government is such a large empowerment in decision-making in our country. In addition, it is even reported that federal law does not even recognize mice as an animal at all. According to the author, the study accused federally funded labs of breeding mice to carry on genes, says Casey. Investigations have been carried out on these labs and have been known to manipulate genes of species. The alarming results show no effectiveness, just pain and suffering. Overall, most testing locations are federally funded, which creates difficulty when involving law to shut the process. The results from studies conducted are a crucial factor in the direction of eliminating animal testing. The data from many lab report studies confirmed that numerous experiments on animals took extreme measures like the confinement, poisoning, and shocking. From the article, the author states important medical advances have been delayed because of misleading results from derived animal experiments, reported by Bernard Kaufman. In this article, it emphasizes that even though worldwide there is a continuation of advancement in technology, laboratories are still taking on method of animal testing. The majority of animals used in lab show no relation in human anatomy and are proved to be ineffective. From many results, it can be concluded that many used for testing are labeled ill and unhealthy by scientists to justify the acceptance of this type of testing. In the article, it elaborates that the majority of animals in laboratories are used as so-called animal models through genetic manipulation, says Bernard Kaufman. Therefore, studies involving the mice and/or rabbits lack success rates and result in inconclusive or false result, but today continue to be a main form of testing products. Vitro testing is a modern technological method alternative to animal testing. Vitro testing can be defined as a variety of cell-based tests and tissue models can be used to assess the safety of drugs, chemicals, cosmetics, and consumer products, PETA Association defines. This testing is an artificial substitute to testing on innocent animals. Vitro testing is a more modern way to undergo an experiment. This was allegedly created by a college student, opening up a door to a new, safe, productive world of testing. Overall, there have been continue to be many studies to successfully prove that vitro testing is a possible alternative to animal testing products on animals. Animal testing is considered an internationally recognized subject. Society in the United States has not successfully shifted away from this form of testing, whereas Europe has. The lack of greater moral and ethnic concern for animals causes it to reflect on scientists tremendously. The article expresses that there has been a shift away from using them for such things as chemical toxicity testing and medical education. Europe, for example, has banned the sale of cosmetics with ingredients tested on animals. With all of this information in mind, animal testing should be the last resort to laboratories when testing products, as it can create negative effects and measures that should be taken seriously globally, as this type of testing is growing uncontrollably in different parts of the world.